Hi, I watched Cherry Magic the movie, and here's my review. To put a bit into context, I watched Cherry Magic the drama 3 times. It is one of my top favorites dramas, BL dramas of all time so far. I really enjoy it a lot. If you're interested into a review, I made one in the past and I will put it in the description box below. So this movie picks up a little while after our two main characters have been together. First thing that struck me is the lack of humor. There is a lot less humor in this drama than there is in the drama. Ultimately, it's not really a problem, but it does feel a bit weird because I've seen it 3 times, so I feel like I know everything, every little details of the drama, and so arriving in this movie with so less humor into it is actually a bit weird. But despite that, it doesn't stop the drama from being light and not being too serious, even though it does talk about important and deep stuff as well. Especially, I think, for example, at the coming out to the family story we have going on. Sure, ultimately it is a bit brushed over. This part of the plot doesn't really go very deep, but I want to say that it's difficult to really go deep into that in just one movie. I think just that could have a series for itself. But I like how they propose it and how they show that to us in the movie. Ultimately, I actually don't have much to say about this movie because although it proposes nice stuff, everything can be omitted. As I can see it, and as I take it personally, this movie is really a bonus more than anything. You can watch it, but it's not mandatory. It doesn't really add anything to the main story, but it does add a few interesting things still, nonetheless. But ultimately, the series works on its own. So that's why I see this movie more as a bonus and try not to take it too seriously either. However, at the same time, because of this, I feel like this movie doesn't have a high rewatchable value. What I mean is, like I said, I watched the series 3 times because it's so funny, it's so interesting, and sometimes it's so deep as well because it talks about important messages and everything. This movie, however, shows us mostly two things: how they go through separation at some point and the presentation to family. And so while the presentation to family is very important and very interesting in my opinion, would you rewatch it really? I'm not sure. So if this movie had come out right after the drama for the first time when it was aired, would I have watched this movie 3 times? No, I don't think so. I think I would have watched it only once. Because I don't really see a point in rewatching it again. But after so long, such a nice little bonus is always nice. You can see your characters again, you can see your actors you like again, you can go back into the world again, so it's always nice as a little bonus. But other than that, yeah, I don't see a nice rewatchable value for this movie, unfortunately, while the drama has a very high one. But that's everything I have to say about this movie already. I feel like there is not much to talk about compared to something that has a high rewatchable value, where I feel like you can talk about a lot of things that happen in the story as well. I feel like in this movie, it's not really the case, even though they do propose nice things to watch once. That's where it stops for me. At least it is like this. So don't hesitate to tell me your thoughts about this movie if you've watched it. I want to hear everything you have to say about it. Maybe also enlighten me on some things I didn't talk about because I didn't even think about it. So yeah, don't hesitate to do that, and with this I'll see you in my next review. Bye bye!